Dogs and cats make excellent pets because they have been domesticated for centuries. However, many people like to go on the fringe seeking pets that are less traditional. Of course, there are risks that come along with these exotic pets. How would you deal with a capybara pet? What about a fennec fox? If you're ready to take the plunge, then get ready as we count down 15 cute exotic animals you can own as pets. Number 15, the baby wombat. The northern hairy-nosed wombat is a medium-sized mammal that looks like a rodent and lives in Queensland, Australia. This little piece of work is in extreme danger of becoming extinct. There is only one colony of northern wombats left, so much so that they are guarded by a fence that protects them from dingo attacks. Wombats are classified as exotic pets since they are a wild species that is only maintained as a pet in very unusual circumstances. People desire to keep them as pets because of their attractive and cuddly appearance. However, it's important to keep in mind that adult wombats can be aggressive and deadly at times. Wombats are thought to be unsuitable as pets. They have greater strength and are capable of tearing holes in fences, doors, and even walls. Wombats are normally not aggressive, but their long, sharp claws or deep bites can cause puncture wounds in people. When they're young, wombats can be incredibly cute, cuddly, and responsive. They do, however, become nasty and unpredictable as they mature. They also grow fairly large and gain tremendous strength. That's why we're concentrating on newborn wombats as exotic pets, but what happens when they grow up? They are vegetarians munching on grasses and leaves which provide great nutrition. Believe it or not, their main competition for food is the kangaroo, but their main predators remain dingoes and the famed Tasmanian devil. Number 14, the capybara. Before you go ahead and adopt a capybara, please reconsider your choices. While they are extraordinary animals and are very tame, there are many drawbacks to keep a capybara as a pet. But legal formalities aside, make sure you understand what keeping a capybara as a pet involves. As you already know, capybaras live in groups and are very social animals. Adopting a single capybara is not recommended. You would need to adopt at least 2 capybaras, but preferably more. First and foremost, in some places it is illegal to keep them as pets. In Texas and Pennsylvania, it is legal to keep them, but in many other places, you would need to consult your local legislation to see if you need a special permit. Secondly, consider their size. They are huge. They are more than twice the size of a jackrabbit. They are the biggest rodents. Keeping at least 2 big rodents in good condition may be challenging and costly. But besides that, they have special needs as well. Because they are semi-aquatic creatures, you would also have to provide them with plenty of water. Some owners choose to create special pools for them. Capybaras also need plenty of space to roam around. It is not a wise idea to keep them indoors, as they will chew on everything they find. Your carpet and furniture won't be safe with a capybara nearby. If you still decide to get a capybara as a pet and provide them everything they need, make sure you have a nearby vet who can take care of the pet if needed. And make sure to fence the place where you keep them, as otherwise they will run away, as they are very fast animals. Number 13, the pygmy jerboa. Although the pygmy jerboa appears to be made up of scraps from other species, it is well suited to harsh environments such as the Gobi and Sahara deserts. This is a fascinating rodent from Africa's deserts that you may never have heard of. They vary in variety of sizes depending on the species, and they look a lot like a kangaroo rat, albeit with a significantly odd appearance. For good cause, they've been labeled as aliens. They dart and hop across the floor, balanced on small legs. The video, Dramatic Little Monster, which featured a strange-looking creature, helped to popularize them. Jerboas come in a variety of sizes, including pygmy species and larger jerboas with rabbit-like ears, known as Euchorotus naso. Because of the monkeypox panic, the United States has restricted the entry of African rodents into the country, which may be a reasonable reason. The animals were once available in this location, then maybe as a result of their difficult care and breeding they vanished from North American captivity once the imports ceased. In Japan, though, it appears that they are still kept as pets. Number 12, the baby tamandua. There are numerous benefits to hosting a tamandua. The species is affectionate for one thing. You could find that they enjoy nuzzling your neck while you read a book, walking around with you, and snuggling up for a sleep on a hot afternoon. They never bite because they don't have teeth, unlike certain animals. They rely on their keen front claws to protect themselves in the wild. They have few adversaries other than humans since their front legs are so strong, and they are as calm and assured as the best rainforest hunters. Is it true that those front claws ever hurt? It wasn't done on intention. They are razor sharp, and if a young tamandua is riding on your shoulders and feels unbalanced, he or she will dig in to avoid falling. It is preferable to clip the tips of your tamandua's front nails. It won't stop them from ripping open a termite nest, but it will save the skin on your neck. Even as adults, these animals are lively despite their solitary environment. When you lie down or read a book on the couch, your tamandua will roll around until you agree to play with her. Because her tail is partially prehensile, she will wrap it around your wrist and drag it down so you may stroke her belly, tickle her underarms, caress her chin, or simply scratch her behind her ears. Tamanduas, while being insectivores, are not difficult to feed. Termites are their primary food source. Because they don't have teeth and consume with their sticky barbed tongue, whatever meal you give them should be a liquid or something comparable. Remember that these are tropical creatures, and if you live in a cold climate, your tamandua will need to come inside to stay warm. They're pricey, and they're not as easy to come by as a puppy or a kitten. A young small animal will cost anything from $3,000 to $8,000. The tamandua has a distinct odor as well. Although it is not a problem in warm climates, it will be much harder if you live in a cold region and have to close your house due to the weather. It's time for a relaxing soak in the tub. Number 11, the Fennec fox. Fennec foxes are known as the smallest foxes in the entire world and borrow behavior traits from both cats and dogs. Due to this, typically live about 15 years. Although they are generally small creatures, their body length can grow from 10 to 14 inches and their height about 5 to 6 inches. With gentle handling from a very young age, most chinchillas will become quite tame and bond closely with their owners, although sometimes they do not like to be held or cuddled. They are very active and playful. Chinchillas can be kept singly and will usually do fine as same-sex pairs, especially if they are litter mates or introduced to one another at a young age. Chinchillas require a lot of roughage, and the diet should mainly be made up of a good quality grass hay along with pellets made for chinchillas. Chinchillas can make wonderful pets for the right person, but before deciding on a pet chinchilla, familiarize yourself with their unique characteristics and all aspects of their care. Number 8, baby tiger. Tigers are wild cats that have never been domesticated. No one of the 6 remaining tiger species should be kept as a pet. In fact, keeping any of the big cat species as pets is illegal in most states. Tigers are massive, powerful fanged predators who consume dozens of pounds of meat every day and require acres of high-security enclosures. Tigers are not acceptable as pets at any age since the risk of aggression significantly outweighs any benefit. If you're interested, here are some specifics regarding what it's like to keep these enormous cats in a human environment. Tigers are huge, powerful, and potentially lethal cats. They can take down a 500-pound galloping antelope, have excellent swimming abilities, and are fiercely territorial. Male tigers in the wild can traverse a territory of about 40 miles, whereas females only cover about 7 miles. Males demarcate their territories by sprinkling urine and excrement in key spots. Except for mating and on rare occasions for the delivery of pups, tigers spend solitary lives. Tiger cubs are little and cute, but they will grow to hundreds of pounds in their first year and have canine teeth and claws that are several inches long. Owners are unable to declaw tigers since they rely on their claws to walk. Removing their huge teeth would also make it impossible for them to chew and digest their food adequately. The owner must provide enrichment opportunities even in a vast enclosure. Tigers must use their predatory brains to catch, play, jump, climb, and explore, and a bored tiger is a sick tiger. Many exotic pets, particularly huge cats, are prohibited in most states, especially in densely populated areas. Big cats are prohibited in at least 35 states, whereas all hazardous exotic pets are prohibited in 21 states. Before attempting to obtain a tiger or any other large cat, be sure you know the restrictions in your area. Number 7, the sand cat. Cats are either the most popular or second most popular pet animal on the planet. Therefore, it's only logical to question if other kinds of cats can be maintained as pets. Several species of so-called wild cats are sold. Number 6, baby llama. Llamas are primarily used as pets and companions. Because of their typical low-key attitude, intelligence, and ease of upkeep, they are suitable for this job. Llamas are becoming more popular as pets because of their gentle natures, cleanliness, and pleasant demeanors. Llamas are not commonly thought of as pets in the classic sense.